Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Valkyries going up against the Phoenix Mercury. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. Tonight's game also counts in the Commissioner's Cup, the first home and away regular season game against teams in your conference go towards the Cup standings.
Yes, so 10 total games, and the team with the best record in each conference, the East and the West, they're going to meet in the final with a lot of prize money at stake.
Go. And so off the tip, it's Golden State. Here's Willie. Pass to Hayes. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
Makes a good team a great team. It's Hayes' intensity that gets her whole team going.
Stolen by Kayla Thornton. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game. And the Mercury with possession. A 4-point game. The teardrop falls in.
You have to have perfect timing to knock down the teardrop.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Outside Hayes. Here's Willie. And the layup's good off the glass.
No mistake on that one. Good work all around.
And here the Mercury.
For the Mercury, a 2025 trade brought in all-star Satu Sabali.
A first-team All-WNBA selection in 2023. Sabali is a high-level scorer and has great size at 6'4". I think Phoenix is going to be building around her going forward.
Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Mack. Tiffany Hayes grabs the miss.
Some great tight defense right there. Got right up on her and forced the miss.
Just close enough to bother her on the shot, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Despite the miss, a solid start for them offensively.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Sometimes the best play is to move it. Whitcomb, nice idea there.
Pass to Fagbenle. Here's Willie. To the inside. It's good, and she makes her first shot of the game.
They're shooting 80% so far. Obviously, it's early, but offensively, they're looking great.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first quarter. Fagbenle with the rebound. The Valkyries leading. Here's Willie. There's a screen by Billings. Pulls up on the wing. 2 points. That one goes in.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Now here's Copper. Three-pointer. And it's Billings with the rebound. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Hayes. Here's Willie. Thornton outside. Pass to Hayes. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
The defender draped all over her. She just couldn't shake loose.
Leah Copper from outside. That's in, and she found her range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
If you let Copper get comfy, get time, and get set, she'll just continue to bury these shots.
Left side Hayes. Misses from short range.
That's rough. No one to blame but herself. She should definitely have scored that time. I don't know what happened.
Here's Willie. The basket drops, and she gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up for her. This is not just another regular season game. It doubles as a Commissioner's Cup contest as well.
Yeah, a second trophy to win during the WNBA season. I like it. It adds a little extra excitement to the WNBA regular season.
Here's Mack. Looking for her first basket still in this one. And it's Billings with the rebound. Here's the Valkyries with the ball. 6-point lead. Here's Willie. Thornton outside. Pass to Billings. Here's Willie. She has 7. Thornton up top. Now here is Hayes. Outside Billings. Goes back up. And she takes it up and lays it in.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
Pass to Mack. Banked in off the glass.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Thornton outside. Here's Willie. Tiffany Hayes on the wing. The three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Now here's Copper. Fires from deep. Fagbenle with the rebound. And it's the Valkyries' ball. 6-point game. And how about the journey of Temi Fagbenle? Was out of the WNBA from 2019 to 2023.
Played in Europe for those years, winning titles in 3 countries, Spain, Italy, and England. Came back to the United States with the Fever in 2024 and was selected by Golden State in the expansion draft.
Now here's Copper. And she lays it straight in.
Persistence pays off for Copper inside. Getting past the contact and right to a look.
Here's Willie. 9 points in the game. Kicks it out to Thornton. Inside. Ball stolen. And up the court come the Mercury on the break. Offensive board.
She's a gritty player, guys. Even giving away some inches, she can still win the rebound battles.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Billings. Count that one.
Everything's going according to plan for them offensively so far. Coaching staff has got to be impressed.
And I'm impressed. I mean, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. They're scoring with confidence.
Stolen by Kayla Thornton. Count it. Good.
It's been a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. This is the start that coaches dream of.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. The Valkyries on top. They lead by 11. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And welcome back. Now Hayes. She has 7. Here's Willie. Kicks it out to Thornton. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, if you want to be a forward in the modern WNBA, you have to stretch the defense with your shooting. Thornton with that three-point ability.
Pass to Whitcomb. Stolen by Tiffany Hayes. The tray. And again, Golden State with the triple.
Well, you have to run Thornton off her shot. You simply cannot let her get comfortable in the catch and fire.
Here's Copper. Nice form on the 20-footer.
She's been a real positive factor. Though, as a team, they're still falling a bit short there.
Outside Hayes. Here's Willie. Pass to Fagbenle. Billings. 6 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Hayes.
An offensive powerhouse. When Hayes is feeling it, she has the range to stretch the floor.
In the offseason, we had our first WNBA expansion draft since 2008.
Yeah, Golden State adding 11 players from other WNBA teams. I liked what the Valkyries did. They got a mix of young, promising players, plus some solid veterans.
Here's Thornton. 10 points for her. Here's Fagbenle. And good. Coming off the assist by Kayla Thornton.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
It's going to go on Temi Fagbenle.
Tonight's game is part of the Commissioner's Cup. So, guys, what's the biggest motivation for these players in the Cup?
What about the final game, grand prize money? Every player in the championship game, whether you win or you lose, gets a bonus. But the winning players are going to get a little bit more, so I would say that's great incentive for them.
Both good at the line.
This is a brand new roster in Phoenix. Only one of their top 7 scorers returning.
And with a new coach in town, they totally redid their roster. Going a little younger, more athletic, more dynamic. It's an interesting collection of talent, guys.
Well, you got to like her shot selection today. She set the bar for the rest of the team.
And she banks in the layup.
She got a little room at the rim and laid it in. I like that play.
Pass to Rupert. Here's Willie. Thornton outside. And here's Hayes. 5 on the clock. The offensive rebound.
Kicks it out to Thornton.
This one for 3. They get it again. Outside Hayes. Here's Willie. Here's the pick. Shoots over Whitcomb. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. And here the Mercury. Down by 12. And here's Copper. 11 points in the game. Beats the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
And the first half now in the books. Valkyries on top, up by 12. And we'll return shortly. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. Down low, Mack. Beautiful
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
She is one of the best when it comes to making the sweet lead pass.
Pass to Hayes. Now here's Benley. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of players.
She's their go-to scorer, and when she shoots the ball like she has today, that is what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Leah Copper for 3. And the rebound goes to the Valkyries.
And they're not dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
They've separated themselves in a number of categories. Rebounds just one more.
Thornton outside.
He drains it in as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, you got to be more physical than that if you want to stop Kayla Thornton, at least. She's used to having to fight through tough defense.
And it's Billings with the rebound.
The main role of Monique Billings on this team is to rebound.
When you look at the advanced numbers for basketball nerds like me, rebounding percentage specifically, Monique Billings is one of the best in league history.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now here's Copper. Defense is right there. It fails to fall. Now shooting just a little better than 50%. 5 for 9. Pass to Hayes. And right on through for another basket. She's got 5 made on 5 for 9 shooting. A difficult situation for Phoenix. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Mack. Now Whitcomb. They need this. The Mercury with another miss.
A slow start to the second half. Seems like they left their offense in the locker room.
And here's Thornton. Back Benley. Here's Willie. She's got 15. Now Billings. And here's Kayla Thornton from the arc. Here's Benley. And there's 2 points. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control the boards has given them control of this game.
Timeout called the Mercury. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Outside Whitcomb. Soft touch off the glass.
That's what the fake's there for. Get your defender off her feet and drive right around her.
Pass to Benley. One thing we can all agree on, it's great to see the WNBA continue to expand.
Yeah, the Bay Area finally got a team, and they followed that up quickly by announcing teams in Toronto and Portland.
And remember, too, 3 more teams are coming after those 2 in Toronto and Portland. And beyond those 3 teams that they're going to add, the league got so many bids from pretty much everywhere in this country and in Canada as well.
The Valkyries pull it in.
Solid job by the defense to get in her way as she was going up to the rim.
Up top, Billings. Here's Willie from the stripe. And that'll be Golden State's ball as it goes out of bounds. Valkyries able to keep possession. Now a timeout called by Golden State. Both teams will make substitutions. Pass to Fagbenle. Zondalicini. Shot clock at 5. Here's Willie. High post shot. And again, Golden State no good.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
They set the screen. Pass to Mack. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
And for this Valkyries team in their first season, Tim, what do you like about their roster?
I like the experience they added. Kayla Thornton from the expansion draft, Tiffany Hayes as a free agent. Those two will lead this young roster.
And that one misses.
Well, this is the first season of Valkyries basketball, so what's a realistic goal for this team?
Well, to me, Blake, it's about getting a solid base, an identity, a fan base, develop players. And you can't worry too much about wins and losses as an expansion team.
And she ends up missing both free throws.
What a huge trade for the Mercury in the offseason, picking up Alyssa Thomas from Connecticut.
When you talk about Thomas, think about this. Top 5 in MVP voting in each of the last 3 seasons. She's a do-it-all type forward. Averaged 10 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists last year, and she brings toughness to this team.
Fagbenle can't hit.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
Pass to Zondalicini. And again, Golden State no good.
You can tell she thought that triple was going to fall.
She's just shaking her head after that miss. Well, it's a good thing she showed up today because without her, they'd be in deeper trouble.
Now here is Thornton. Here's Willie. 15 points in the game. And that one's good. Billings.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
To the right side. Mack. She's covered by Fagbenle. Shoots it up. Mack can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
It's hard to find fault with anything she's doing this quarter. Well, offensively at least.
They set the pick. That's her 6th field goal today, and with that, she is 6 for 11.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Yep, that one goes.
We're seeing the shots dropping for them very well now.
Yeah, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. Their coach has to be happy.
And shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Whitcomb. Off target from outside. And here's Golden State. They have a 22-point lead, and it's the most they've led by. Pass to Zondalicini. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Valkyries ahead, delivering the blowout. And we're getting underway. Both teams changing it up here. Last year, the WNBA felt the Caitlin Clark effect. I think we all did. But how would you two describe it?
Incredible. I mean, games involving Clark selling out NBA arenas easily. Games being moved to accommodate more fans. And there was just constant talk all around about the W.
Yeah, so exciting to be a part of this league. Clark brought in many new fans and re-energized the current fans. Just like she did in college, Caitlin is making a huge impact on basketball.
Charles. 6 to shoot. Shoots from the line. Mercury with the rebound. Pass to Whitcomb. On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb. Fires the three. That one, no good. Golden State with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Rupert, no good. To the paint, picked her clean. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
What an alert play. Just a great job of hitting her teammate on the move.
And when you look at the different rosters around the league, the average age is starting to feel younger.
Yeah, and with the salary cap and how it's set up, you need players on those rookie scale deals, so teams might hold on to a younger player versus go with the vet.
No doubt. It's how you get the numbers to work. Teams go young to try to find gems as well and see how they can develop stars.
Pass to Zondalacini. Fades away. The shot, no good.
Not her best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
To the middle. And she uses the glass on the layup.
That pass into the paint was dead on target.
Pass to Charles. Shot clock at 6. Inside. Here's Rupert. And the shot goes in.
What a plus it is to get those looks in the paint.
Outside Whitcomb. That's a basket. It's her 8 from the field. 8 for 14 on the night. Pass to Zondalacini. And looking at the last couple of WNBA champions, seems like we're in the super team era, fellas.
Yeah, I mean, New York and Las Vegas went with super high-end talent, and they've won the last few titles.
Yeah, it takes stars taking a little less to play together. That's the big key of it. But if you have 3 of the top 15 or so players, I mean, you have got a great chance to win it all.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Whitcomb misses.
You know, you watch her and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
Pass to Zondalacini. Charles. Whitcomb defending. Charles, shot's good.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Copper outside. And she drops in the layup off glass.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Zondalacini. And here's Charles. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get a shot off. That's a 24-second violation. so we see the Valkyries taking the W here. And this one was all over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, but they never got it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled to this one. They made it look simple and efficient performance at both the offensive and defensive ends.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone. Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Seattle Storm going up against the Phoenix Mercury. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz.
Ooh, these Mercury fans are bringing the energy here in Phoenix. They know just how much this matchup means.
Well, for the OG, the old school Mercury fans, Seattle, they were the biggest obstacle in terms of the West in winning titles. These franchises battled for supremacy in the West for years.
And so for Seattle, this hasn't been a great matchup for them. They have a losing record this season against Phoenix.
These are the matchups we live for, a battle between conference rivals.
Absolutely. There's some extra motivation behind this one, so I'm expecting to see the energy and intensity ramp up.
And this game not only means more to the players, it means more to the fans. This building is going to be loud.
Now here's Copper. From deep. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And Copper is an effective shooter. When she gets room to fire the three ball, she doesn't hesitate.
Sykes with the ball. Outside Williams. Ogumake down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Magbagor. And terrific work on the offensive glass as she picks up 2.
Playing with enthusiasm. Ezzy Magbagor. Big second chance bucket.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. To the inside. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Ogumake up top. From the top of the key, she buries it.
Zero hesitation. That's how Nneka Ogumake plays. When she gets the ball, she wants to fire.
And she uses the glass on the layup.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
With a 25-15 record last season, it was a return to the playoffs for Seattle.
Well, 2023 was the first time the Storm missed the playoffs in 8 years. But they made that Nneka Ogumake signing, and that propelled them right back into the postseason.
shot, and it's Seattle with the rebound. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And she gets it to go.
Well, look, that's just simply a great move. She dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Nifty move. Neko Gumake pulls it in.
I like the D. They weren't about to swing the door open and let her cruise in for the layup. Good job.
Ogumake sets a screen. Here's Williams. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Surprising miss, wouldn't you say? I mean, she usually devours those wide-open opportunities.
Brittany Sykes for three. They get the rebound. Ogumake, that's good.
When your star also does the dirty work, like Ogumake, it sets a tone for the rest of the team.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Seattle leading. Here's Williams. And count the basket. She was fouled, and she's going to the line for one more.
And, you know, playing for France in the 2024 Paris Games, that was a special moment for Gabby Williams.
Winning a silver, came so close to knocking off the heavily favored Americans in the final. Williams was voted best defender of that 2024 tournament.
In the offseason, Brittany Griner signed with Atlanta, leaving the Mercury after 11 years.
Griner was the first pick in the 2013 draft, won a title back in 2014, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, 9 All-Star appearances. But best of all, Brittany was a great member of the Phoenix community.
Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Phoenix.
The D should be thanking her for that miss.
They need this. McGore grabs the miss.
She is going to buy herself a ticket to the bench if she keeps shooting like she has this quarter so far.
They're going on a nice little run here.
And getting to the rack has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Copper.
Shot from 20 feet, and she tries off the glass, but it's no good. And here are the Storm now. 6-point lead. And here is Wheeler. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Off target from outside. And here are the Mercury. Banked in off the glass.
Nice work inside. Hard to get that one to go over the bigger defender.
Well, it was never going to be easy. A little artistry on the inside.
Call it maybe a Rembrandt.
Now here's McGore. Pass to Wheeler. Here's Ogumake. It's a deflection. And it's out of bounds to the Storm as Seattle retains possession. Four on the clock. Here's Wheeler. Mercury with the rebound. Horston defending. Copper outside. Lets it go from deep. Neko Ogumake with the rebound.
Well, you have to like their work in the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. You kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
Now here's Brown. From deep. That one, no good.
I mean, it would have been something to see her hit from all the way back there.
There aren't many players that can hit from out there, but she's definitely one of them. The defense on her has to be airtight, guys, and that was far from it.
Pass to Ogumake. In the basket for the 4th time from the field, and she is a healthy 4 for 6.
And Ogumake gives her team an edge down low. She really plays with power and poise.
Now here's Sabari. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Now here's Brown. Not a lot of room for three. Not gonna fall. Starting off slow, she misses her first three from the floor.
No, look this way.
Guarded by Wheeler. Inside, deflects the pass. And here we go. Pass to Brown. Picked by Ogumake. Off target with the three.
Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
To the middle. Shoots from the elbow. The shot, no good. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Storm out in front, leading by 4. And quarter 2 will get underway just after this short break. And now. Seattle trailing here. Sykes outside. Picked by Ogumake. It's stolen by Kalia Cooper. Guarded by Wheeler. Unloads from 13 feet. Excellent D there from Erica Wheeler.
Well, if this ball game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, without question.
Now here's McMichael. Sykes outside. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, beyond the arc, Sykes can be pretty choosy, but she finds an angle she likes and drills it.
And that's basket number 4. She's taken 9 shots to this point.
They can't afford to give her that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you have to fight over the top of it.
And you need some help as well.
Ogumake. Here's Sykes. It's rebounded by Phoenix.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
And plenty of contact on the shots, so the 2 free throws coming up.
One thing about this Seattle roster, they have loads of experience.
You start with Nneka Ogumake, well over a decade in the league. Skylar Diggins drafted back in 2013. So it's a team that expects to win now.
And the first one falls for her. Both shots good from the stripe. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
And the shot goes in.
Their offense is looking better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've steadied themselves a bit, trying to close the gap.
Pass to Copper. Here's Mack. She's covered by Ogumake. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Copper. The 3 ball. McMichael grabs the miss.
Okay, look. I know she isn't having the best of games from the floor, but it hasn't seemed to hurt them.
And a beautiful crossover there.
Gifted with some serious handles. Sykes is such a difficult matchup for defenders.
Now here's Copper. 14 points for her. Plenty of space. Ooh, no luck on that one. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here. It's the Mercury. They're up by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. And one player who's been getting it done, Colurz.
And I wonder how long she can continue to shoot the 3 ball as well as she has up to this point. She's been quite simply lights out.
Yeah, exactly. And this is something we both know, that sometimes you have those nights where the bucket looks as wide as the Grand Canyon, and it really might be one of those nights for her.
Outside Williams. Oh, and she misses the go-ahead basket. Outside Whitcomb to the paint. And the layup's good off the glass.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
For the tie. It's rebounded by Phoenix.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
It's good.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Now here's McNamara. Picked by Agumake. Pass to Sights. Let's go with a 3. McNamara. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. And offensive glass getting it done.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
Off with the layup.
Well, they call them layups for a reason. It's not easy to miss that close to the rim.
Williams can't get it to go.
A slow start to the second half. Seems like they left their offense in the locker room.
A true student of the game, Agumake is constantly learning new ways to break down opponents.
Timeout called the Mercury. Phoenix leading. On the wing, Colurz.
Don't give her space! Don't give her space!
Knocked away. Gabby Williams with the steal. Pass to Agumake. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Great D that time from Neko Agumake. Outside Williams. Ogumake sets a screen. Down low. Picked off midair. To the middle. Magbagor with the rejection.
A difference maker on the defensive end. Magbagor, all-out effort.
And the Storm miss again.
When you watch Ezzy Magbagor, her defense is what stands out to me, fellas.
A perennial all-defensive team member, Ezzy is long at 6'4" and defends with effort. Don't you dare sleep on her offense, though. It continues to get better with each year.
Now here is Sights. She's got 5. For the lead. And the Storm miss again. And so here's Phoenix. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. It's Brittany Sights on the wing. Pass to Copper. Inside. Trying to get back on track. Drops in the tray.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over. And we've seen Copper really getting it done out there.
She's been killing it from deep. They've got to be up in her jersey at all times. Give her an inch, and guess what? She's going to drop in another 3.
the Storm with the ball. Outside Wheeler. Pass to Agumake. Shot clock at 5. Back to Wheeler. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Phoenix. And there's a pick. She's guarded by Williams. And you can count it. She'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, you just can't shake Copper's focus. Even when the defense roughs her up, she stays glued to the task at hand and converts the and one.
Now a timeout called by Phoenix. And how about last season from Kahleah Copper, the best of her career?
No doubt, and it was her 9th year in the league. Copper averaging 20 points per game for the first time, named All-League for the first time, solidifying herself as an elite guard in this league.
Back to Williams. Here's Ogumake. Basket number 8 for her on 13 attempts. That's a 62% clip so far.
And how huge has she been to give her team a lift?
Yeah, certainly their deficit would be a lot bigger if it wasn't for her efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Seattle trailing here. Out to Agumake. Here's Wheeler. No good from outside. Copper right side. And there's the pick. Lays it up and banks it in.
Persistence pays off for Copper inside. Getting past the contact and right to a look.
Picked by Agumake. Fires the 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
You know, you watch her, and you see her mechanics are totally out of whack right now. She's lost all feel for her shot.
Yeah, and it's not hard to tell. You know, just look at her numbers right now. Nothing is going down for her.
She's covered by Agumake. Oop, there's the 24-second violation, so they'll turn it over. And a new group getting ready for the Storm. And the Storm with possession. 7-point differential. Has to Cook. Here's the 3. The shot comes out. Horston defending. Makes it off the glass.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash-mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Here's Cook. Puts up a 3. No good that time. Guarded by Wheeler. The left wing. Here's the pick. 6 to shoot. Pass to Whitcomb. Takes the 3. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Cook. To the wing, right side. Outside Wheeler. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Gets it off. And no good trying to get that one. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. It's the Mercury. They lead by 9. And we'll be back with you shortly. Fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome. All over the board the last few years.
Recently, the league saw highs in viewership and attendance. The WNBA was the fastest growing league brand as well.
It feels like there's been a tipping point reached. I mean, the WNBA has a lot of momentum at the moment, and they've done their best to take advantage of it.
Now here's Horston. Pass to Wheeler. Ogumake outside.
Malonga sets a screen.
Neko Ogumake double team. They get it again. Malonga, good.
He got caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance points.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
To the paint, Mack. Well-timed pass and goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Back to Ogumake. The three is up. Axe grabs the miss.
She's gotten so much defensive attention all game long, and I think it's really thrown her off.
And the Storm making a change here. Well, in terms of roster building for a front office, what would be your guys as a coach? What's the key?
To me, easier said than done, but it's all about drafting well. Getting good players in rookie scale contracts, it's basically a cheat code.
And I'll add, you also can extend those players, even give them the core designation if you have to, which provides them with a 1-year fully guaranteed Supermax contract. So all in all, guys, one great pick can surely change a franchise.
Now Horston. 11 feet out. Uses the glass to drop it in.
Intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to Mack. Clock at 6. And she makes good on the layup.
Well, you're not going to pass up that type of look.
And here are the Storm now. And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Agbagor in the post.
You know, she's made up for a lack of size in the post with a lot of extra effort. She's done some serious work on the boards.
And the Storm with possession. Ogumake, that's good.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
Ogumake with the rebound. The draft takes place right before the regular season. And it's fun to see these players get right into their pro careers.
Unlike the NBA, we get to see the collegiate stars that were born in March join the WNBA while they're still hot. It's a chance to see college stars immediately after a great run.
I love it. You know, you have a great March, as you said, and you go right into the WNBA season. You get drafted right after that national semifinal and final, and it's awesome. And it's also a giant test, though, for rookies. I mean, they're playing that college season, then an extra set of 40-plus pro games, which we know are so much more taxing than a college game. I mean, it's a big-time challenge.
Now here is Ogumake. Shot clock at 6. Mack grabs the miss. And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
And they pick up 2.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
They are just not backing off, and they're going to close this one out in style. What a surge.
Give them credit just to finish this one off.
The defense has nothing to worry about out there with her shooting because she just can't dial it in from deep this half.
It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And McGore comes with the double. Here's Whitcomb. No good from outside. Got the defender off her feet with the pump fake, but just couldn't knock it down. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they never found.
The energy here was just tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm, the flow of the game. What a treat.
And that'll wrap it up.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy MP, and I'm coming to you live from the locker room before the very first game of my Rookie Revenge Tour. We're going up against a so-called blue chipper from this year's draft, and I'm looking to show the world who's really him.
All right. You feel like you're putting pressure on yourself to perform, by talking so publicly about this?
Nah, not at all. These kids were in college swiping their meal plans and doing problem sets last year. I was in Europe playing against grown men, running professional sets, and working on my game 24/7. Tonight is when all of that work, that's gonna pay off. Stay tuned. MP out.
Those kicks, MP.
I don't know how you guys watch more basketball.
Unless it's a dunk, I want our team out of.
Yo, MP, let's go.
A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Toronto Raptors as they play against the Milwaukee Bucks. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler, this is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Then there's Prince. Then it's Gary Harris. And it's Rollins in the point guard. And for Toronto, quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. And it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. Grant, hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason pontification is over.
BA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Gotta check it out.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Dick, he's checked in for Barrett. Shed comes in for Quickly. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Turner. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Trent, he's checked in for Prince. And Williams is subbed in for Harris. And coming into the season, MP was very open about his motivation. He wants to prove he's the best rookie in the class.
Well, you love the extra work MP has been putting in at practice and in the film room. He's talked about how he wants to grow faster, and I can certainly say I'm excited to watch how MP develops.
And time now to go courtside with Ali LaForce for a report on MP.
Thank you. Well, we've seen glimpses of greatness from this year's rookie class, and tonight we have a couple of interesting rookies going head-to-head. I asked MP about the matchup. He said his goal is to become the best of his entire group. He's taking that on as a very personal challenge. Guys, you have to like that determination.
All right, thanks for the report. He's as competitive as they come. Raptors lead by 7. Outside Dick. Pass to Shed. Toronto passing it around. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Unable to get that one. Trent with the defensive effort.
No question who's in control of the board so far.
Portis with it. Kuzma outside. Clock at 6. Portis with a screen on Barnes. Kuzma for 3. Rebounded by Ingram. Ingram's got 4 rebounds now.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Pirtle finds Ingram. Williams grabs the board. And reaching the NBA, a lifelong dream for MP. He's put in the work to get here. Spent a season in France playing for Paris FC to develop his skills.
And what better place to develop your skills than with Paris FC? Over the last decade, a ton of great French prospects have gotten their start there, and maybe MP might be the first American to jumpstart his career with them.
Yeah, Pirtle that time just outworked the defense. He is no stranger to fighting through contact.
Trent up top, covered by Ingram. Portis shot is off.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
Three-pointer. Drops in the 3. And now it's a 12-point Raptor lead.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Well, the score reflects it. They've just been the better team all the way around.
Now here's Kuzma. No points so far. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Barnes.
Could be better from the line. Kuzma, a smooth shooter, but needs work from there.
And he knocks down the first one. Both teams will make substitutions. Kuzma hits them both. Raptors lead by 10. Here's Shed. from deep three-point range. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Toronto Raptors earning this break in the action, up 10. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. Back to the game after this break. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
Taking a look at the Bucks. They've got Williams. Gary Trent is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Cole Anthony, and it's Portis in at center.
And no matter who it is, you can't give anyone that much room for mid-range.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, thank you. Now, here's Williams. His last outing, he had 20. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Toronto leading by 9. Pass to Shed. Takes a 13-footer. Off the left rim and out.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Portis, the pass to Kuzma. Anthony outside. Trent on the wing. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. Fires in the triple. Trent's got 6 in the quarter.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Legs, more and more, we're seeing teams investing in player development. What's behind that?
Well, for one thing, more teams understand that your development staff doesn't count toward the cap. So you're open-ended in that regard. And there are teams now looking for an edge by investing in areas where they're not constrained.
Winning on the margins, man. Some changes for Toronto. Brandon Ingram is checked in for Battle. R.J. Barrett comes in for Dick. And Emmanuel quickly subbed in for Shed. Milwaukee also changed it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo is checked in for Kuzma. Prince comes in for Trent. And Harris is subbed in for Anthony.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Pass to Portis. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in.
Now you see how comfortable Giannis is in the pick and rolls. Keeping things simple, just a smart pass.
Outside Ingram. Outside Barrett. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ingram.
Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
So it's Milwaukee now. 6-point game. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Milwaukee tacks on 2 more.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
To the paint. Here's Barrett. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Barrett's got his second basket of the game.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Williams on the wing. Over quickly. And then Portis with the dunk.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
And it's the Raptors with the ball. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. And it's quickly with a miss. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Outside, Williams. Portis with a screen on Barrett. Here's an 8-footer. Out to Portis. 4 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto leading by 4. Ingram finds quickly. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Oh, get that weak stuff out of here. Giannis doing everything he can to protect the rim.
Toronto needs to get off a shot here. Here's Kelishvili. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And the Raptors making a change here. Pirtle's checked in. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. The Bucks trail by 6. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Harris. Back to Antetokounmpo. The fadeaway. Rebound Toronto. They held a 12-point lead earlier. This game against Milwaukee here. It's their first meeting of the season. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Williams' shot is good.
Yeah, defensively, you just have to be better than that. You know he's a very good three-point shooter.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Murray Boyles. Inside. Here's quickly. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
That's nice work inside by Quickly. He's only 6'3", but he feels like he can score in the paint whenever he wants.
Now here's Williams. Here's Turner. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Outside Ingram. Back to Quickly. Pass to Murray Boyles. Picked by Pirtle. Takes a 3. Murray Boyles can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 3. Goes up on the baseline. Here's Turner. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jakob Pirtle.
Nice physical play by Turner. Getting to the stripe.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
And another thing they've done well is attack the offensive glass. Whenever a shot goes up, they're...
This is checked in for Milwaukee. .50 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Barrett. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Barrett's got 8.
And finally building some momentum here in the second quarter.
Here's Rollins. Harris outside for 3. Rebound Toronto. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Williams looking around. It'll count. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Toronto Raptors ending the quarter up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed for the Toronto Raptors.
Rebounding, clearly an emphasis of theirs coming in. Everyone's bringing the energy and putting in that work.
Gotta appreciate the blue-collar approach.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
Brought their A games. This is what it means to try to put a team on your shoulders, Ernie.
What do you mean? I've been carrying you on this show for years.
That's not entirely true. I'd say maybe the first 2 years.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, this... Group substitution here for Toronto. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Pirtle. Battle comes in for Ingram. Dick, he's checked in for Barrett. Shed comes in for Quickly. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Turner. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Prince. And Williams is subbed in for Harris. And the free throw, no good. And obviously, we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I...
Got Scotty Barnes, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Here's Shed, 5 points in the game. Left side Dick. Pass to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Battle. Up and in on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 1.
That's exactly what you work for. A high percentage look.
Rollins passes to Trent. Down low. Here's Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got his second bucket of the night. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Barnes against Kuzma. Barnes, no good.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Williams passes to Rollins. And stolen by Dick. Here's Shed. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
And they say you never want to get stuck in the middle. But the Raptors are in the middle, Tim. What's the plan?
Well, B.A., they're still very young, and they do have some playoff potential. I think making a trade for Brandon Ingram tells you what you need to know. They wanted to be aggressive because the East feels wide open.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee. But trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
Well, that's a beautiful mid-range jumper that time by Ingram. Totally under control.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Williams. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Williams has got 8 points. Here in the second half, this game's still nip and tuck.
Just an insane amount of lead changes. The fans are getting their money's worth.
That takes us to the end of the third quarter. What a game. Neither team giving ground. Bucks ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Giannis plays the 4 with Porter playing at center. Anthony is out there with Williams. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Milwaukee shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Antetokounmpo inside. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Shed. Outside Dick. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the triple. And the Raptors lead by 1.
And I love Dick's aggressive mindset. I mean, this is how lethal he can be catching and firing.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
And it's Shed missing.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Shed's gone 2 of 5 tonight. Pass to Anthony. Outside, Williams. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Dick. Shot clock at 6. Oh, got a piece of it. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. To the middle. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Toronto. On Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Monday, they'll take on Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
And the Raptors making a change here. Pirtle's checked in. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
Well, he ties things up, but it would have been nice to come away with the lead there.
Anthony finds Antetokounmpo. And here is Williams. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 8 assists here tonight. And here's Pirtle. Pass to Dick. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Cole Anthony. You know, as we watch Grady Dick, what stands out about his game, Tim?
Well, Brian, it's the way he moves off the ball. He will keep defenses occupied, cutting and coming off screens, and he has the size to get his shot off over even the most hotly contested defender.
And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 1. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Pass to Turner from downtown. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
This has been the reoccurring theme of the second half. Inconsistency getting stops.
Here's Shed. Here's Dick. And again, Toronto, no good.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Williams misses. Raptors trail by 4. Toronto passing it around. Here's Shed. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Dick. The 3-ball. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
Trent, he's checked in for Kuzma.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
And he makes all three. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Turner.
And then Turner with the dunk.
Okay, Miles. Getting aggressive and jamming it in.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Prince is checked in for the Bucks. Rollins comes in for Anthony. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Quickly from outside. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, really good shooter from that range, quickly helping to stretch out the defense.
And then Turner with the dunk.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Hurdle with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Barnes. Good D by Antetokounmpo.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Turner, no good. Toronto trailing. Kicks it out to Barrett to take the lead. And again, Toronto with a triple.
I know Barrett loves to strike from the corners. He just trusts himself to make that shot.
The Bucks have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Turner. Now Williams puts up a 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Quickly's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Pirtle. Outside Barnes. Here's the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
So far, he hasn't done a lot of damage from 3. Only had that 1 in the first half.
Giannis with the jam.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek Freak is on fire.
Toronto's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Barrett finds Barnes. Misses the 3.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Here's Antetokounmpo.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
Outside Ingram. To the inside. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, among the many things he does well, that's one of Pirtle's major contributions. He's a great screen setter.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And the Bucks making a change here. Harris is checked in. So it's Toronto picking up the win. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
All right, now let's go courtside to Dominic Hamill.
A disappointing loss for you and your team tonight, MP. What's your evaluation of your performance? You had some good moments, but not enough, ultimately.
I give it an incomplete. There were spots where it felt like I was about to take off, but never really did. And so I'm angry. Hey, I'm going to crash out next game. I'll tell you that much.
We'll be watching, MP. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Ryan, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Dom. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And we'll see you next time.
I have to say, I didn't expect this to happen so soon. Well, you did it. You're in the starting lineup, man.
I'd be lying if I said I was surprised, but I appreciate it, Coach.
Good. Now you have to prove you belong.
Come on, Coach, you know I got it.
Look, I just want to be as clear as possible with you. And if we bench a vet tonight and start a rookie and you lay an egg, it makes the organization look real bad. And that can have ripple effects. Listen, I need you to go out and make an impact, at least on one end of the floor tonight.
Keep it real with me, Coach. Would you get in trouble if I didn't?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. There's a lot of politics when you reach this level. Things aren't always simple as X's and O's.
Yeah, see that right there? That you know I won't let you down.
Ooh, I like that.
I got you, Coach.
Thanks, man.
Outspoken rookie MP will get his first look in the starting lineup tonight. His coaches have raved about his work ethic and basketball IQ, and they're excited to see just exactly what he does in this role starting tonight.
You want to come bird watching this weekend? It's on my bucket list.
Watching Hawks trying to steal some threes.
Anyone been to Utah?
Nope, but my neighbor went and showed me some of the coolest photos. Had all the best shots on canvas and emphasized the reds and pinks.
Got any pictures?
No, it wasn't my trip.
I thought maybe a snap some.
Some photos of their photos? Yes. Who would do that?
I've got some of my sister's trip to Mexico.
Photos of photos?
Yeah, of her phone. Is that weird?
I'm gonna add a weekly focus stat to the email blast.
For education or focus? Like, I mean, what's the idea here? We already have a bunch of weekly emails.
Please, no more weekly emails. Listen, I agree, but I feel like there's some advanced stats that our coaches may not know. So we can define, give an example, give a focused improvement goal, one per week, simple, but we all get on the same page eventually.
That'd be great, I guess, but just do us a favor, alright? Just tag one of your other emails in so we can eliminate one or two chains that we say.
Stay on point. If you're out moving around the crowd, you'll be great.
No deal.
So what happened to the lady that on point?
Yeah, she kept asking for selfies and autographs.
Oh, that's gotta be frowned upon.
Yeah,
it is. A regular season evaluation.
No, that makes sense. Our season is much longer. Hey, I was wondering.
We're planning a trip to New Orleans.
Yeah, I really love the food there.
I would love
I just ate all day and just have music all night.
Ooh, sounds a bit like Nashville.
Yeah, slower. I read a little hype for some almost like sports.
But not everyone gets in, so we don't have enough data to make that any more important
Long
than
enough
we
to
do
hold
now.
your attention for a couple hours.
See the point?
Cool.
You know, I have never been to Maine. Have you?
Furthest I've ever been is New York.
Oh, well, do you think it would be nice?
Yeah, maybe get out on the water. I think it would be
I'm on the road.
It's the NBA on 2K with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A moment now to check out some numbers for P.J. Washington.
And guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter Dominic Hamill.
You're facing off against another rookie from New England, Cooper Flagg. Any extra excitement for tonight's matchup?
Yeah, like everyone else, I watched him play at Duke, and I heard about him all through high school. So I'm excited to see him up close. Obviously, it's not one-on-one, but I want to see how good he really is.
We all do. Thanks for your time, MP.
Yep.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Dom. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Williams is out there with Rollins, and it's Prince in at the 3 spot. And for the Mavericks, the 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Irving is out there with Exum, and it's Flagg in at the small forward position. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If 1 or 2 guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
And one thing to note, MP has vocalized his desire to be the top rookie in this class. He wants to outdo his peers every time he's on the floor.
And MP knows he's got some ground to make up to achieve that goal. He hasn't been having the stellar season that most plan, but he's got time to turn it around and start being the rookie leader he wants to be.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Irving, 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
His size and length and touch make Giannis one of the best finishers in the paint.
And for a report on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting 5 in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You're right. Seems his moment has arrived. Thank you for the report. Here's Flagg. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Lively high post. Clock at 4. Dallas needs to get off a shot.
Yeah, I don't want to dismiss the defensive chops of Antetokounmpo. I mean, he is so good at handling himself on the defensive end, whether he's guarding his own guy or in position to help his teammates.
Here's Flagg. Irving looking over the floor. And here's Davis for 3. Davis can't get that one to fall. So for the Bucks, their last game a loss to the Rockets. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
And you can just see and feel Antetokounmpo elevating his playmaking skill, really looking to get his teammates involved.
Davis, the pass to Lively. Back to Davis. That doesn't go either for Davis.
He's going through a bit of adversity right now. They really need him to pick it up, though.
Here's Giannis. And Davis sends it back.
A ferocious defender. You don't want to try to take those kind of shots with Davis lurking in the background.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Look at Milwaukee. They were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, that's what sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Turner. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Tossing around that 250 lbs, Turner going right through the contact.
It's Exum on the wing. Guarded by Prince. The 3-ball. Bangs home the trifecta.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Williams. 11-point game his last outing. Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
The decision-making of Antetokounmpo is really brilliant, in a word. He knows when to spot up. He knows when to roll to the bucket off screen. And he knows when to give it up.
Here's Lively. Still without a basket. Pass to Irving. Fires the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 13-5 run here. Here's Rollins. And here is Antetokounmpo, who's covered by Irving. Prince wide open. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Exum deciding where to go with it. Back to Irving. Pass to Lively. A shot that time, not on target. Good work defensively by Turner. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the Ravens stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. And I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis' hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. Here's Giannis. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Outside Williams. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Williams. Over in the corner, Turner. On deep, Prince. Kept alive. Antetokounmpo lays it up off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here is Irving. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. Count it from 12.
Able to strike from mid-range and all over the court. The versatility of Kyrie's offensive game, top shelf.
Prince looking around. Turner with the screen for Prince. Back to Turner. And Turner with the slam.
Boy, Turner is a long, fluid, athletic, big guy. Great length, and he's more than capable of finishing inside.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Now, here's Irving. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, I really like the setup there. Irving with the pick.
Bucks leading by 6. Williams with the ball. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
And here is Irving. After Miles Turner was able to get the triple. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and Coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. Back over to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
You know, one of the things that makes Taurean Prince a real asset is that he embraces his role. It could be points, maybe it's boards. Whatever you want him to do, he pretty much can do it.
And Dallas. Davis is checked in for Christie. Milwaukee also making some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Turner. Trent comes in for Cole Anthony. And it's Williams in for Rollins. The Bucks also with the sub. Anthony's checked in. Bucks leading by 5. So with Irving on the bench. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's P.J. Washington. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Marshall in at the 2-guard spot. And it's Davis at the elbow. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That is textbook when you're talking a pump fake. Well executed that time by Davis. So good at knowing how to use that shot fake effectively.
And that one falls for Davis. Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Portis kicks to Anthony. Davis against Antetokounmpo. The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
Irving's checked in for Najee Marshall. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Davis kicks to Washington. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Milwaukee leading by 4. Outside Williams. Inside. Down the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And you can just see how confident Portis is inside. I mean, very comfortable there. Feels like he can score whenever he wants to.
Outside Irving. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Antetokounmpo against Irving. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard. They'd love to get more help from him offensively right now.
Williams. Sweet little floater. Williams has got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee. You know, one thing about MP, he is used to pressure situations. Not long ago, he was leading his team to a European title with a win over a very stacked Istanbul team.
It's a good experience like that, playing in a championship against other professionals. That's something that few rookies get to enter the league with. MP is very prepared for the pressure that will come at him in the NBA because of it.
The sheer power of Antetokounmpo goes up and throws it down hard. That is impressive.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And Flagg subbed in for Washington. The Bucks also with the sub. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Russell left side. Taken away by Anthony. To the middle. Here's Prince. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Russell dishes to Davis. On the wing, Irving. Back to Davis. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Flagg. 17 points in his last outing. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Kyrie Irving. Prince outside. Turner with a screen for Giannis. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Davis. He's averaging 19 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you can't understate his impact on the backboards.
Right. I mean, that's where he's one of the best in the business. Hard to outfight him on the glass.
Dallas making a switch here. Exum's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Rollins is checked in, and Davis can't get it to go.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
They get it back. Pass to Giannis. And here is Turner. Stolen by Lively. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Washington's checked in for the Mavericks. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on an 11-3 run.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
5 to shoot. Back to Irving. Dallas again missing. Bucks leading by 13. Pass to Williams. Lets it go from deep. The Mavericks pull it in. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Master Rollins. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got his 5th assist in this one. Now Flagg. Washington with the screen on Williams. And it's Exum in the corner. To the wing on the left. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Williams, that's good. And front and center on the latest issue of Time magazine. Who other than MP?
And he's been making headlines, turning pages and turning heads. And the story just about writes itself.
Pass to Washington. No good on the triple.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
And Antetokounmpo slings it in.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Irving passes to Lively. To stop the run. And finished off by Lively.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Here's Giannis. Outside Williams. The tray. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Wednesday, they'll be facing LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets.
And for that game against Los Angeles, It's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Here's Flag. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
He's a big guy with some serious range, so you have to respect him from out there.
Irving passes to Lively. Here's Flag. 17 seconds left in the first half of basketball. To the paint. Oh, Turner in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
And so it's Milwaukee with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Dallas Mavericks.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint. And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And since we have a chance, let's see our award winners, Players of the Week. In the Western Conference, Nikola Jokic.
For the Joker, last laugh is typically on the opponent. No one has been able to slow him down lately. Also, on and off the court, his leadership has been great for this team.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Williams.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA, despite that. They were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Collins is out there with Williams, and it's Prince in its small forward.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Antetokounmpo dishes to Turner, and the shot goes down. Turner's got 14.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Wow, Davis putting on his hard hat and just going to work inside. What contact?
It's stolen by Davis. Exum with it. Working on Prince. Pass the Flag. Dallas moving the ball around. Down low. Here's Lively. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams kicks to Turner. Back to Williams. Turner with a screen for Williams. And the rejection by Lively. Prince's shot is good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Guys, back to you.
Leveraging all that size. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Dallas calls timeout. Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. Second, the Mavericks.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Here's Irving. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
The Mavericks have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul. Now, here's Exum. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. And that one drops. Lively's got his second basket of the game.
You can tell Lively knows his position well, knows how to be efficient as the roll man.
Rollins the pass to Turner. To the inside. Rollins with the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Mark, we see more coaches nowadays keeping a cool-headed, calm demeanor on the sideline.
And, Kevin, I love it. I mean, you don't have to yell and scream to get your point across, and every coach has to coach according to his personality. But I do like the fact that we see more coaches being mindful of how they coach and recognizing that overly demonstrative behavior doesn't necessarily improve the outcome.
Pass to Exum. Back to Irving. To the middle, Turner with the steal. Floats it up for Williams. Stolen by Exum. Here's Flagg. And he lays it straight in. Flagg's got 10.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
To the paint. The kick out to Williams. Turner with the screen for Williams. Takes the 3. And Lively pulls it down. For Dallas, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Pass to Irving. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. And that'll be his third foul so far. Mavericks making a switch here. Russell's checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Bobby Portis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Knocks it loose. Fast break, Milwaukee. Fades away. That's good from Williams, the assist by Portis. Williams has got 7 points here in this quarter. And here's Irving. He's got 11. Pass to Flagg over Williams. And that one's good. Flagg. And that's 12 points for Cooper Flagg.
This is how ferocious a scorer Flagg can be, and it's why so many are excited about this kid's future. It has been a big scoring game tonight.
Prince's shot is good.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Prince against Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Soft defense in that mid-range area, but they got away with it this time.
Prince can't hit.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And it's Russell missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 of 12 from the field since the beginning of the third. Outside Williams. Pass to Rollins. Portis the screen. Rollins the pass to Williams. From outside, off the mark.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Now Flagg. Dallas no good that time either.
He had a couple of triples in that first half, but since then he has not been a factor from beyond the arc.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
A different look for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Washington comes in for Davis. And it's Najee Marshall in for Flagg. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. Wasted no time on that one. Irving's got 6 in the quarter.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Rollins against Russell. Outside Williams. From deep, Prince. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 8th assist here tonight. The Mavericks have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Pass to Washington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Williams inside. He's covered by Irving. And the layup is good. Rollins got 9.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Williams against Irving. Over Williams. A rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got 6 rebounds in the game. With the fadeaway. Williams' shot is off.
That one hurts. Point-blank range, you've got to capitalize on it.
Irving with a clean look. Drops in the tray. Irving's got 9 points here in the second half.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
Prince outside. Kuzma with the screen for Prince. Pass to Rollins. Inside. Here's Williams. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Mavericks have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Yep, that one goes. Irving's got 19 points.
I think Kyrie is really frustrating for the defense because he makes it look so easy and his shot is so natural.
And Williams slams it in.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
It'll count. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a 2 guard, he's typically not a...
Irving's checked in for Najee Marshall. Williams, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
Second rounder.
So it's the Bucks now. Beyond the arc. A rebound by Washington. Dallas has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. We've got Davis. Irving is out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Washington in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Trent outside. Pass to Anthony. Outside Williams. 5 on the clock. Williams double team. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And again, the Bucks miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Outside Irving. To the left side wing. Gafford passes to Davis. Fades back. A rebound by the Bucks. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Williams kicks to Trent. Williams looking over the floor. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Davis.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flush.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one. And the heart rate racing a little faster, too.
Down low, Kuzma. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Kuzma's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
Here's Russell. It's hauled in by Trent. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Portis a screen on Irving. Williams passes to Portis. Buries the long-range jumper.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Irving, good.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is underestimated strength.
Williams dishes to Anthony. Williams against Irving. Shot's good by Williams. Williams has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Irving, good.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Portis sets the pick for Anthony. Driving to the basket. Irving for 3. Drills it from outside. Irving's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, this is a staple, a pillar of Irving's attack. You got to be up on him or he'll pull up on a dime.
Kuzma finds Anthony. Trent, a screen on Russell. Here's Anthony. Portis on the follow.
You got to put a body on Portis or he'll wreak havoc on the offensive glass.
Dallas has gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Davis against Kuzma. Left side Davis. Inside. Takes it off the glass.
You know, Washington brings terrific strength to his inside game. He plays with quite a bit of force and fought his way into that shot.
Pass to Portis. Outside Williams. Kuzma outside. Now here's Williams. Over Irving. Williams' shot is off.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just the 2 gamers since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Giannis.
Well, I thought the job he did on the glass was absolutely terrific. Extremely physical. He left it all out there tonight.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee.
Rim running, shot blocking, rebounding, lively, elite in all 3 categories.
34 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Williams kicks to Anthony. Outside Portis. Williams for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 15-4 run right now. Flag with it. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Now, let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
Thanks, guys. Congratulations on the win, MP. You led by example tonight, finishing with a double-double. Talk about it.
If you watch any level of ball, from Pee Wee to the Olympics to the NBA Finals, you'll see the same things. The best players doing everything. That's the way this game is supposed to be played. Every player is capable of doing everything, and that's me and my squad.
Well, congrats to you, MP.
Always. Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it very much, Dominic. Thank you. And that about wraps it up. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. So long.
I've been waiting for a chance to go up against Cooper Flagg since, heck, before I got my learner's permit. Because all I heard for years is how good this kid is from Maine and how I can't hold a candle to him. Well, Zan, what can they say now? Let's go. Talk louder, Vermont. Owns Maine. We own them.
I didn't realize these New England rivalries were so heated.
Oh, yeah. Like Bennington versus Bowdoin. The Green Mountain State always reigns supreme.
MP's going to surprise a lot of people, man. He did a really good job going up against those guys in Europe as grown men. I think he's a really good sleeper pick for Rookie of the Year this year. Shout out MP.